I think.
I know, man.
Yeah.
I,
We deserve it. We work. We do it. We do the Lord's work, one step, one day at a time. I do at work though. We always have sports on, and I watch a lot of sports there at work. I work too, but I watch a lot of sports, and I was kind of thinking how cool it'd be and how funny it would be if we like everyday people, like people working in the service industry, for example, like what if we were treated like athletes? Like what if we had a minor league, like a semi-pro maybe, right? Like maybe 1 week my BPM's beers per minute. Like I'm not up to par, right? My bosses come up to me, they're like, Steven, let me see your rag. We need to talk. We're gonna send you down to Chuck E. Cheese for a little bit. I'm like, what the fuck? They're like, we could send you to Dave and Buster's, but we like you better than that, okay? Just get back in the groove, baby. That's all we're asking. Like my brother works construction. He's a big dog out of Boston, right? Like what would his minor league be? I'm just picturing like he's not swinging the hammer fast enough, or whatever the fuck he does. I don't know. Like, his boss is like, we're gonna send you down to Legoland to learn how to build a little bit. Gotta get you back on pace here, buddy. You know? I don't know, man. I will say this, walking through the crowd on my way up, I think someone is wearing the same cologne as me. It's called Cannabis for Men. Actually, I think a few tables are wearing it. Yeah. Some cannabis for the ladies back there. Fancy, hello. No, man, I mean, I know I smoke with half you guys like every day, but dude, how does this crowd feel on the old lettuce, right? You guys like jazz cabbage out there? A little jazz cabbage action?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I can smell it, so don't even try to horse shit me, I can smell that. Half this room is natural red eyes. I've never seen that before. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool, man. No, but I will say this, it's kind of hard calling weed a drug, right? You really can't. I don't know if we can really call weed a drug anymore, but they do. They do. And you gotta be careful with drugs, man. You really do. Because I will tell you a story. Back in high school, I actually lost a really close friend of mine to drugs. I did. I lost a close friend of mine to drugs. He didn't die. He just got so high that he walked away like Joe Biden at a press Yeah. Where the hell did Tom go? Took one fucking hit and lost again. Did you guys watch that debate? I'm not going to talk about politics, but I am. You know, really quick. Did you guys, that one debate, Joe Biden, Donald Trump, anyway, you guys watched it, I'm sure. The whole world watched it, right? I just want to say one thing about it. There was one thing. Don't stop, it's a comedy show. There was one thing that Joe Biden said that just really stood out to me. Like it pierced through, and I was like, wow. It's Joe Biden, I'm going to tell you guys what it was. Joe Biden looked into the camera, looked into the eyes of millions of Americans watching. And Joe Biden, word for word, he says this. And now you know the thing, man. And when Joe Biden said that, I mean, I felt like a true patriot. I'm like, that man is my president. I stood up and I just, unbelievable. That's our leader. Good stuff. Good stuff. And he said that after he shit his pants, you know, like in between his first and second nap. He said, if you guys want to watch it back. Remarkable, really. Oh shit, this is great, man. This is cool as hell. See some men with ladies, men with men, ladies with ladies. We got couples out here tonight. What are we doing? Hell yeah, man. I want to have a little fun with you guys, because let's try to Remember, we got a bar back there. Let's get some money in these guys' pockets, right? But what I want to do, Ryan, Jenny, Jeff, give it up for these guys, man. But they're putting their lives on the line for us right now. But what I want to do, if someone can prove to me right now that they have been with their partner the longest out of anyone in this crowd, I'm going to buy you a drink right now. Throw out a number. Don't bullshit me, because I know every fucking one of you. So. 18 years? Is that what I heard?
20 years.
20.
Over here.
31? 31. Can we top 31? 31, 31, 31, 31? 35. That sounds like you're just trying to make a number. 42? Well, 35, 31, fuck it. I'm going to buy you both drinks. Ryan, Jenny, water for these people right here. Water for these people. No lemon. Because I don't have that fuck you money. I can't just be giving you guys free shit for free. And don't give them a straw either. They're just going to hurt themselves. 35 years. 31, 35 years. That's either true love or just like a really successful hostage situation. Either way, you should be proud. That's successful. That's successful. Good for you guys. I will say this. My love life, usually that gets the laugh because they're like, what? My love life is very unconventional. It has been for the past year. And I will explain why. And I might start to sound like Joe Biden for a second because I'm going to back myself in a corner, but I got to explain myself. So I might stumble. I might fall asleep for a second, but we're going to get there. Okay, my love life, very unconventional, very unorthodox lately. In the past year, one calendar year, the Gregorian calendar, you know, that's what we use. Not that Mayan calendar, any of that Peter Pan shit. You know. One calendar year, my only relations, hugging with your downstairs, if you will, with women. I want to explain myself, you know. My only relations, and again, bear with me for a moment, has been with married women. Yeah. Thank you. Usually that's not the reaction. That's fantastic. Yeah. Usually the reaction is some dude in the back go, "You're the motherfucker." No, but so going into these, I didn't know that any of these women were married, okay? Let me actually say that again. I didn't know that 2 of these women were married, okay? I might have known that one of them was. Listen. Here's the thing, man. You know the thing. But what I'm trying to get to, man, is after it happened the first time, I was like, whoa, that's fucked up. That's weird. That's wild. Okay. It happens twice. I'm like, what are the odds of that? Third time, I had to get the calculator out. I'm doing a little math. And I'm checking like the air quality. I'm like, this isn't adding up. I'm like, what is it about this like dad bod central that is making some married woman go, I'd risk it for that brisket? What? I don't know. It's a select few. And I am half brisket, so yes. Brisket nachos. Jeff back there, brisket nachos. He'll make them up for you. We got those here for you. But I just don't think I'm cheatable, you know? I just don't see where. I just don't think I'm the kind of guy that someone should like risk a marriage over. You know? Right? Like if a guy were to look at me, he'd be like, "You're the fucking guy my wife's sleeping with?" What did I do to fuck up so bad? You know? Like like I said, I am not worth it. I'm still the kind of guy that like I pee a little bit when I fart too loud. You know what I wouldn't risk the marriage for that. You know, half of those ladies, their children had a better bedtime set than I did. Like like I'm the kind of guy that still counts how many licks it takes to get to the center of a goddamn Tootsie Pop. You're gonna cheat on your husband with me? It's ass backwards, man. So I've been changing the game. I've been changing the way I do it. I'm trying to go after single women now. Which isn't as fun, right? There's no thrill to it there, right? Like when you're in a situationship with a married woman and you find out she's married, there's like some kind of sick thrill to it. You're like, oh, I might get shot tonight. I have to sleep with one eye open. I don't have a choice. But it's tough, man, because like up here, being in Alaska, it's a totally different dating pool than the rest of the lower 48. Right? Like women up here, guys, this is what I'm trying to get to. I'll cut the bullshit. Women fish up here. So women know what 8 inches really is. You can't bullshit an Alaskan lady. Not smart. They're used to pulling out these trout. They're like, fucking 16 inches, throw it back. They'll pull down your pants, not 8 inches, throw it back. You got high standards, man. I was on a date. They got high standards, man. They really do. I was fishing with a girl on a date, which is the most Alaskan thing you could possibly do. And she reels in this fish, and I'm from like the Boston area, man, so I don't really fish that much. I never really grew up with it. She reels in this good-sized fish. I'm like, look at that, that's a big fish. She goes, nah, that thing's so small, that's only 14 inches. I go, what? That's small? I reeled in a 7-inch fish, and I was just like, hey, look, this is plenty. This fish swam up the same river that fish did. This fish is just as good. Any bigger of a fish, you're just wasting it. Come on. Things were going kind of cool with that lady for a little bit. Things were going kind of fine, having a good time. And then we have dinner one night, and she says to me, she goes, Steven, I'm sorry, I think you're a really great guy. And that's the funniest part, because I'm a piece of shit. I'm a fucking dirtbag. She goes, Steven, I don't know if we can keep dating because I think I might be asexual. And I go, that's fine. I'm a sexual guy myself. I love sex. This is great news. You're only helping your case. And then she goes, no, you idiot. What if I said I was pansexual? And I go, pansexual, fork sexual. So I don't care what your kink is, I'm in. Sign me up, baby. Right? Dating now is weird, though. It's different because attraction changes as you mature. Like, I used to go after women who had just, like, big, lovely, beautiful smiles. Right. By that, I mean the smile on their chest. It looked at me first. I had the right to smile. But now, as I'm getting older, the attraction changes, right? Like now, what really turns me on in a lady is when she comes in and she's just got like a big, thick, heavy American Express card. Like the one they just throw on. It's just like a piece of fucking sheet metal. They just throw it. You can smell the money on the fucking thing. Card just so heavy you need 2 hands to swipe it. Like, yeah. Yes, ma'am. It's beautiful. Beautiful, really. Oh, man. How many people here are from Alaska originally? Born and raised in the state? Anybody here? Fucking one? Man! 1 out of all 12 of you, so I was kidding. One man. I was going to say, let's separate the room, see who would win in a fight, but I'll still take the one Alaskan every day. Any day of the week. Yeah. Oh, God. I love this place, man. I have a lot of love for this place. Alaska is a lot of fun. There's so many things to like about it. One of my favorite things is just driving around. You know, they got awesome roads, great roads to road trip on, and peaceful roads. Nothing like Boston. Nothing like Boston. I don't know if anyone here has ever been to Boston. You don't have to say you have because there's nothing to be proud of. Okay? Don't put yourself in the line of fire right now. Don't admit to it. But Boston is a shit show, man. Driving up here is real nice, right? Like giving directions up here, real easy. Real easy. Someone's like, hey, how do I get to this place? They're like, okay, We'll go out on this one road right here. It's the only one road. It's actually Highway 1, ironically. And you're going to want to go about 647 miles that way. It'll be right on the left. Can't miss it. Back in Boston, it's so congested. You could ask directions like, hey, how do I get to that Dunkin' Donuts? We fucking love Dunkin' Donuts, Bassett. You're like, how do I get to that Dunkin' Donuts that I can physically see 3 blocks away? The directions, the guy's like, okay. You're going to want to hop on Route 495, take it to exit 6, hop on Route 2 to 492 to 26, go over the bridge to the Rotary, come back over the bridge, hop on Route 4. You're going to see a guy named Louie. Talk to Louie. He's got some good shit. Bring it back. Go back on 4. You're better off walking, right? You can't even use a GPS in Boston. The thing just freaks the fuck out. It doesn't know where it's at. They built Boston back in the 1700s. And they didn't change a fucking thing about it. Like, they built it for horses and just people to walk around. And then they just threw a fuck ton of pavement on it and were like, figure it out. Driving in Boston's like that one map on Mario Kart where you like have to hit the guardrail to keep going. Like in Boston, you have to hit the fence to like get to where you want to go. It's a mess. There's one sign in Boston that if you take a wrong turn, the sign just says, oops. Real bad, man. But driving up here, man, I've noticed you guys have some street signs that I don't really see back home, right? Like the moose crossing signs. I saw, but they have all different kinds of moose crossing signs. Here's what I'm getting to. I saw one that was way too specific. It said moose crossing 7:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Like they're working a fucking day job. And it's not even on the hour, which is the craziest part. It's like, nope, 7:30. Not 7 to 5, not 8 to 6, 7:30 to 5:30. It's when to expect these things. There's a lot of signs. Avalanche area ahead, do not stop. I'm not going to drive through the fucking thing. I mean, what do you want to... It's an avalanche up there. Buckle up, kiddos. Huh? Falling rocks ahead. You guys see those signs? Falling rocks ahead.
Oh yeah, man. Learned what they meant.
Like it doesn't tell you if it's right now or not. So it's a gamble every time. Like I'm gonna wait till that sign's not there. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back. Got some good ones too. I feel like some of them are just common sense. You don't need them, but you do need them. Right? Like there's a sign that it says REDDI. It stands for report every dangerous driver immediately. Right. Do we need the immediately on there? Right? We probably do, because someone probably called in one time and was like, hey, Kenai PD, we got a guy outside of Walmart swerving around. He's on the sidewalk. He's all fucked up. You should come check this out. The cop's like, oh, thank you. How long ago was this? He's like, probably a month and a half ago. It's like, well, I'm doing what the sign said. I'm reporting the dangerous driver. Didn't say immediately. Got adopt a highway. Seen these signs? That sounds like way more responsibility than what I want to put on my life right now. I can't even take care of myself, dude. You think I want to adopt a road? My weekends are gone for 18 years at that point. My buddies call up. I'm like, it's my weekend with the road. Fucking, I can't do anything. Somehow this thing's eating me out of house and home. I don't know what the fuck's happening, but ridiculous. Ridiculous, man. There's a lot of good ones out there. I saw this one at the Anchorage Airport. It said, please give the right of way to low-flying aircraft. I want to meet the fucking bozo that made them have to put that sign up. That shouldn't have to be a sign. Like, you should know that. Like, what actual cartoon character was driving into Ted Stevens, strolling in at 15 miles an hour, and this big fucking hunk of a metal bird's flying in at 300? The dude's like, I got it. That would look like one of those scenes out of Looney Tunes where like Daffy Duck just got shot by Elmer Fudd, and he's got like his beak on the back of his head. That's how the guy would walk out of the accident. He's like, this means war, Alaskan Airlines. Some people, man. Unreal. The disrespect, you know. Man, no, Alaska, another great reason I love Alaska is because you can read a map of Alaska and not know what the fuck you're reading. Like, some of the town names, man, like some of them aren't English, some of them are not words. Some of them are Russian, some of them are even more Russian. But you got some towns, man, like down here in the peninsula, let's just start here. Let's break it down. Down on the peninsula, you got Seward, which you know they originally just named it Sewer, and they're like, we can't do that. Throw a D on it. You got Soldotna, right? Like both of those specifically to me, I feel like I saw those on the periodic table of elements when I was back in high school. You know, like I feel like I could just like walk into a lab, a bunch of like scientists around, bunch of beakers laying out. They're like, all right, we got liquid Soldotna in this one, so we're gonna put that aside. We got some nitrogen here, and then we have Seward. If you tip that beaker over, it's gonna smell exactly like it sounds. Please, don't fuck with that. Now I have to follow this up before I go any further. Is anyone here from Seward? No, I figured because I can't smell you. So. It doesn't smell like shit in here. It might down there, but that's for a different reason. That's for a different problem, not for Seward people. Seward though, man, I do love Seward, but it smells like shit. All the damn time. And I get it, I know what you're gonna say, well, Seward's on the ocean, it's gonna smell fishy. So is Homer. Homer doesn't seem to smell like the inside of a fish's asshole. Yet Seward does. Right? I think they're doing it to themselves though, because you guys have been to Seward, yeah? Okay. Yeah, that's hard to admit. That's kind of like yeah. Seward, man, when you go into Seward, you got to read the welcome sign. It says, "Welcome to Seward. Look but don't sniff." And then when you're leaving, it says, "Thanks for visiting Seward. You can unplug your nostrils now." Okay. You ever wonder why people in Seward always have a really high-pitched voice? Because I got to do this. How you doing? Love Seward, man. You got Nikiski, right? Nikiski. Nikiski sounds like a fucking disease. I feel like I might be watching the news that like the Nikiski COVID strain is rapid in Alaska. Nikiski, man. I got stage 4 Nikiski real bad. Strolling around in a wheelchair. The Nikiski's really hurting today. Then you can't talk about Nikiski without Ninilchik. Huh? Ninilchik. I feel like you can only say it right if you're fucking hammered. Right? Like, you know the guy that named that town was just smashed out of his mind. Right? A couple like Lewis and Clark bastards, they get over there, they're like, here we go, what do you want to name it? The one dude's like drinking on the moonshine, he's like, Ninilchik. They're like, what did you say? He's like, you are Ninilchik. It sounds better with like a hiccup in there, doesn't it? It sounds more natural. They're like, how do you spell that? He's like, you sounded it. This is exactly how it sounds, buddy. And then right next to the Ninilchik, you got Clam Gulch. Dude. Clam Gulch is either the best or worst name for a strip club. Right? Shit. Clam Gulch, that's like a strip club. You'd be standing outside, you're like, well, it looks and sounds like a strip club, but it smells like a fish cannery. You know? But so did Good Time Charlie's. R.I.P., you know? Did someone else just say that too? R.I.P.? Hey guys, give it up for Charlie's, huh? That's sad. That's sad that we just applauded that. Clam Gulch also sounds like it could be an STD. Right? And if you have Clam Gulch for long enough, untreated, it turns into Nikiski. Get really sick. They tie into each other. Yeah. Some town names are not creative whatsoever in Alaska, though, right? Like you got cool ones, and then you got names like Big Lake or Two Rivers. Like, you know those guys just clocked out early. One guy's like, all right, good day of naming towns. The other dude's like, no, we got two more. Dude's like, which ones? He's like, well, we got to name the one with the fucking big lake over there and the one with two rivers. And you know they just looked at each other like, my man. These towns named themselves. Classic like 80s, like, yes, sir. You got Tok, Alaska. Huh? Tok, Alaska. Which half of you look like you're from. The other half smell like they're from. Like you legalized weed, you don't have to name your town after it. Come on. You got Unalaska. That's just disrespectful to the state. Like, do you want to be here or not? Unalaska. We're Unalaskan. Put us like right next to Russia, you know? Like they'll gladly take you back, no problem. No problem. Speaking of like Big Lake and Two Rivers, if they're naming towns after the obvious, right? What if they name like Cooper Landing like River Rock or something like that? But then if they're really naming towns after the obvious, they got to rename Anchorage Crack Rock. Throwing a zinger at Anchorage right there. The big anchor. Yeah. How we doing? We got Anchorage in the building tonight? Make some noise. I wouldn't either. Oh, shit. What else we got? Oh, man, you got Chicken, Alaska?
Yeah.
Yeah, Chicken, Alaska, man. Chicken. You know they only named it Chicken, Alaska because they got so sick of trying to remember how to spell ptarmigan all the time. Right. Some poor bastard's just trying to write home. He's like, greetings from Pataria. Greetings from Pataria. Ah, fuck it. We're naming it Chicken. There's no unnecessary P in chicken. Who threw that in there, man? It's the same guy that probably named pneumonia or pterodactyl or any of that bullshit with an unsolicited P. And a message for the ladies, never take an unsolicited P from anybody, okay? Because you'll get clam gulch in no time. Painful stuff to watch, really. Shit. And then my favorite town name in Alaska, and this is real, Titlik. That's real, right? Titlik. Someone back me up, please. So I don't sound like a horny bastard. Titlik. That is a real place, all right? No, it is, I promise you. Everyone's like looking at me like, no, I've seen the map. I've seen it. Titlik is a place in Alaska. And when I hear Titlik, I don't think of a town. I think of like raunchy Shakespeare. You know? Like he's up there with like that skull. He's like, Titlik or not Titlik? That is the question. And the answer, guys, is always Titlik, right? You know? Gotta always do it. Always, man. Shit. Being able to do this is a lot of fun. Appreciate you guys and all this kind of stuff. And I've been doing this, yeah. Look for yourselves. CLES. I think we need to get some more drinks flowing over here. Go take Ryan and Jenny a visit. Throw them some money. Throw them some tips. Because they owe me money. So. No, they don't. Bad joke. Doing this a lot, you get travel a lot, and I spend a lot of time in like hotel rooms when I'm doing shows. A couple weeks ago, I did a show. I spent a lot of time in the hotel to unwind, and I was watching a lot of TV, and I just really dialed in on the commercials this time. Like I was just like breaking them down, and I noticed every company, every commercial, all these places, they have their own slogans or their mottos or what have you, right? Some of them got to change. Like you got Nike. What's Nike's slogan? Just do it. They're not asking for consent at all. They are being very forceful. Do it. That doesn't fly anymore, man. They gotta change it. You know, it's gotta be like Nike, if you're in the mood, and you want to try, then maybe we can see. Imagine that like on a t-shirt, you got the swoosh, it's like Nike. If you're in the mood and you want to try, maybe it's like continues on the back, like maybe we can try. When you're ready to do this. You got Capital One. What's in your wallet? What's in your wallet? What's in your wallet? You got 20 bucks? You do? Well, give it to them, man. Give it to CLES. Come on. Give them your wallets. Give them your wallets, guys. Got some good ones, dude. Like back east, we have Dunkin' Donuts. We got a fuck ton of Dunkin' Donuts, man. Are there any in Alaska? No, keep it that way. Keep it that way, because Dunkin' Donuts is a parasite. Dunkin' Donuts is a goddamn parasite. Back where I'm from, there's one every 6 inches from each other. They have Dunkin' Donuts in Dunkin' Donuts. Right? Yeah, dude, it's sick. And what's Dunkin' Donuts' slogan? It says, America runs on Dunkin'. And if anyone's ever drinking Dunkin' Donuts, you can back me up where I can say they should change it to America gets the runs on Dunkin'. Hey, a little liquid diarrhea action in those cups. In every Dunkin' Donuts, they have 2 lines. When you walk in, you'll notice there's 2 lines. The first line, you walk in, you order your coffee, and then right away you get in the second line to go to the shitter. And you repeat the process tomorrow. KFC, finger looking good. There's a lot you can do with that one. Probably too much you can do with that one. KFC, finger licking good. So was that one dude's wife, but I'm not making chicken about it. You know what I mean? Like, why? Bringing it back, you know? A callback action. How you doing? We have fun. We have fun here in Cooper. You know? This is what we like to do. You got Gatorade. That's another good one. Gatorade. Is it in you? Yeah. Yeah, and guys, show of hands, how many guys had asked the girl that last night? Come on. Ladies, how many of you heard that last night? You know? They gotta change it. Like Gatorade, is it in you? I don't think so. Gatorade, is it in you? Still don't feel it. Gatorade, is it in you? Let's just try tomorrow when we're in the mood. Wild times, man. I'm going to tell you guys a quick story here. And by quick, I mean buckle up. So when Angie brought me on, she did say I was given the opportunity a couple years back to get casted in a movie. And it was one of the greatest experiences of my life. The movie's called I Stand Alone, the Sully Erna Story. Now, for those of you who don't know who Sully Erna is, he's the lead singer of a rock band called Godsmack. I don't know if anyone's ever heard of this band. If you haven't heard of them, it's probably because you live in Cooper Landing and you quite literally live under a fucking rock. That's fine. But he's the singer for a major rock band, and he made a movie about his life. He had an incredible upbringing, a lot of hardships, and I got an email one day out of the blue from Boston Casting, who I used to work with a long time ago, doing commercials, all these kind of gigs, some small stuff, extra roles. And the email from this lady, the casting director, she says, Sully Erna, the lead singer of Godsmack, reached out to us to check out our talent portfolio. Found your profile and your headshot, said you matched the description of someone that he grew up with and he wants you to play of the role of his friend in some of the scenes. So I was like, that's awesome. Oh my God. Let's do it. So yeah, I was like, absolutely. And then I realized my headshot on Boston Casting was several years old. So I didn't look like the Geico caveman back then. Okay? I didn't look like Grizzly Adams back in that day. All right? I wasn't Fat Jesus back then. I was young, prepubescent Steven. All right? So I say, hold on. In that same email, I say, let me just send you my new headshot because maybe I don't look the same. So let me send you my new headshot. She gets it. She's like, no, you're good. This is great. Thank you so much. You still have the green light. We'll see you on this date, this time, this location to film. I'm like, awesome. So I show up. There's a big bus, big trailer. You walk in like a big RV kind of thing. I walked in. Sully Erna's in there in the back. There's a line in front of me. I was the last one. Casually late. I had to be cool. You know what I mean? I got to show him I can hang. So I go in there, and he's at the end of the bus with the casting director. They have the sheet of paper with all the faces of the people coming in for the shoot for these days and their names. So they're walking up, and he's checking them off. He's like, hey, you must be Joe. You must be Melissa. I can't remember who was on the shoot. He's like, hey, this is fucking Bucko. Good to see you, buddy. So they're all doing that. He's matching them with the face, and then I get up there on the last one. And he's like, what's your name? I was like, Stephen Wheeler. And so he flips the sheet, and he knew there was nothing on the second sheet. He was just being dramatic. Puts the first sheet back down, and I see my old headshot on there. So the casting director never relayed my new headshot. So he's like, I immediately, I'm like, I'm not trying to waste your time. I apologize. I did send it, this and that. He's like, dude, we'll find some work for you, whatever. We'll have you do some extra roles today. Hopefully we can get you a real role. So for that first day, I just do some background stuff. You can see me kind of trying to get the camera time behind people who's doing my own thing. Second day comes around. We're in the trailer, getting makeup done. No homo. I didn't ask for it. All right, it was a little gay. I told him not to be gay. That's cool, though. Whatever. We're in the makeup trailer. Sully Erna himself walks up to me, and he goes, hey, man, I found a role for you. I'm like, this is great. Awesome. He's like, whenever you're done being gay, come on out, and we'll get you rolling, get you into character, and all that good stuff. So I'm like, all right, let's rock and roll, man. And so originally, I was supposed to play the role of one of his friends. Now, he finds the role for me where I play his old bully. I'm just like a big piece of shit. But it's a lot of camera time, so I'm like, I'll take that. I will gladly take that. So in some of the scenes, you see me just being like a dick, like me and a couple other like thugs, white guys. A couple of thugs were just like pointing like, well, I'm not just saying. Like, I'm going to get canceled before I even get off the fucking stage. So you see me, like, I'm like the big dog, oh, fuck you, like doing this. And so, like, I just look like a dick, right? Which is fine, though, because, like I said, I'm getting paid to be on camera and have actual lines and a whole role, like a character role. So then the third day comes around. This is my big scene. Oh, I feel like Donald Trump right now. What a bad shot. So the day comes around for my big scene in this movie. My big scene is I walk up to his house. And we actually filmed it at his real house, too, outside of Boston, which was awesome. We had the Jersey Berries, we had police, we had people lined up with this whole camera crew. It was a full crew. It was a real movie set. So I'm standing there, I'm feeling like Dr. Big Dick over here. I'm like, hey, this is my fucking scene right now. And the scene is, I go there to get him out of his house to fight him because, I'm a dick in the movie and real life. But I pull him out of the house, but his uncle ends up coming out with a shotgun. And he puts it to my face, and then he hits me with the butt end of the shotgun. And it's like a whole fight scene. So that's my scene in the movie. So I'm excited. I'm like, here we go. Game day. So we're getting ready to film, and then the dude who plays the uncle says something that I wish I'd never heard before. He goes, I've never held a gun in my life. Okay. Now keep in mind, this is the biggest catch. We are filming this shot 2 days after the Alec Baldwin incident on the movie Rust. You guys remember this whole incident? Alec Baldwin accidentally shot that lead. Kidding. That whole incident went down. So this is very fresh. So I'm doing a scene where this prop gun comes out. So they're being real careful, right? Like they're removing the gun. The one dude, the prop guy, he's got gloves on, which I don't know how that's going to stop a gun from fucking shooting you. Like, that's only going to hide your fingerprints. Like, now I'm more sketched out. Like, so they're being real careful with this prop gun. And they end up teaching the guy, they give him like a rundown on how to look like you can hold a gun, how to look like you know what the fuck you're doing. So they did that for probably like 5-7 minutes, and we get ready to roll. I'm like, here we go. Okay? Scene goes, I start saying my lines, real good, maybe the best. The Oscar's in the mail somewhere. And maybe they just can't find Cooper Landing, but I'm doing my line. This guy who's playing the uncle with the gun comes out of the house, he comes towards me. He's supposed to stop the gun's supposed to be like 2 feet from my head. This guy's so nervous. I see it, and I'm doing my line. In my head, all I can think is, that's my Alec Baldwin right now. I'm about to meet my maker. This man comes down, shaking. I can tell he's going to forget his line and everything, but I keep doing my thing, dialed in. He gets within inches of me, and he pulled the fucking trigger. Now, obviously, I'm good, right? But it was like Three Stooges shit. The amount of air that came out of that gun literally blew my hat off. Threw my hair back, like my beard splitted in the wind. I'm surprised they didn't have like the black, like gunpowder on my face. I was like, whoa, what the fuck? Like, Sully Erna comes over. Everyone's dead quiet for a second. Sully comes over. The other director come over. They're like, hey, whoa, all right, everyone relax. Everyone's kind of scared of this moment. Everyone's quiet, freaking out. And he's like, everyone just relax. This is why we taught you how to use the gun, so you didn't accidentally pull the trigger. We didn't want you to accidentally pull the trigger. And the dude goes, it wasn't an accident. So I'm over here thinking, who is this guy? Like, what did I do to this guy? And so he starts pointing at me. He goes, no, this wasn't an accident. He's looking at Sully. He goes, this guy slept with my wife. You remember from before. Adultery happened. That story's true besides that last part. I might have slept with his wife. I don't fucking know. But he didn't actually say that. But that did happen. It was a crazy experience. I just wanted to share that with you guys. Oh, man. I'm going to leave you guys on this here, man. You guys are a lot of fun. You guys want to get fucked up after this? Yeah, it's like midnight, ain't it? What the hell's going on? Everyone's off their leash tonight? This is great. Might be fucking midnight. I don't know. Do we have a time check? What time is it? 11:20? Oh, so we got 40 more. I got 40 more minutes in me. No, I don't. Talking about people's wives and shit. No, but so in the wintertime, I always go back east. I stay with family. I visit family. I've been seeing my parents for the past couple of years, staying with them. And when I say stay with them, it means I'm too cheap to get my own fucking place, so I'd rather mooch up with them a little bit. But my parents are getting older now, man. Like, my parents are at that age where I feel like I have to talk to them like I used to talk to my dog. Right? Like my mom will be cranky. I'm like, Mom, do you want your cigarettes? I'm not. The box of wine stays on top of the fridge, so you calm down, Mom, okay? Like with my dad, I'm like, I got like the spray bottle, like, stop pumping my girlfriend's leg. Stop pumping her leg. Her husband wouldn't like it. Yeah. But when I go back to visit my family, my parents move a lot too. I don't know why, my parents just move a lot. And we were going through storage this past year. I was helping them move, and I found a bunch of old stuff from when I was a kid. I found a bunch of like old toys, games, books, all those Dr. Seuss books, all that shit. You guys remember those days, right? Right? I'm looking at some of this stuff, and I'm thinking about what year it is, and I'm like, this stuff's outdated. This stuff's pretty outdated. I think we gotta rename some of this stuff for the people, this generation now, right? People are a little softer now. Times have changed, okay? Like, for example, green eggs and ham. That's food poisoning, man. Why would you want your kid to read that? They're very impressionable. They're going to think that's normal. You know that book, Walk It in My Pocket? What the fuck's a walk it? And why is it in a kid's pocket? If you see a kid reading that book, that's when you get that courtroom doll and you say, where did Dr. Seuss touch you, okay? Not acceptable. You guys remember that book, also a movie, Stuart Little? Yeah. Stuart average size. Ain't nothing little about that mouse, huh? Brings hung like a mouse to a whole new meaning. How about when, you guys don't remember the book, Where the Wild Things Are, right? Yeah. They actually did rename that. They renamed it to, The Sunrise Inn. Either that or like Spenard Road, Anchorage. Either one works. They're both very acceptable. Now I want to leave you guys on this. This is really going to show you where my brain's at and how fucking weird I am. If you haven't discovered that already. You guys remember that book, The Little Engine That Could, right? Hell yeah. Great book, great read, even to this day. Still kind of tough, but The Little Engine That Could, right? That book today, in this day and age, The Little Engine That Could, they would just call that, they'd rename it to The Little Engine That Couldn't, and that's okay too. You don't have to, you know? I think I can. It's like, go back to the station, buddy. You tried. That book nowadays would be about like a train that doesn't identify as a train. Train feels like a compact car. And when I wrote that joke some time ago, I came up with a term, a word for that, a train that doesn't identify as a train. We call that transgender. That's my time, guys. You guys are the absolute best. Let's have some fun tonight. Let's party. Thank you so much for coming out, Cooper Lane. Keep it going for your host, the other